Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you my finished pages for the month of October 2024. Some whips, two whips in these books, and some older pictures that I worked on but weren't shown before due to my coloring slump that I was in. But now it's a great opportunity to show them as well within this video. But first I want to show the whips that I'm working on. The first one is in Universum by Maria Troll. And it's this page. So as usual, I normally always start with doing my background, and I also did it with this picture. It's a combination of watercolor paint. I think I've used the Kuretake brand, and then I've made all the stains with salt. So I will lift the book a bit up so that you can see which effect you can achieve with salt. And here and there it's still a bit rough, but I can't scratch them away any further, the salt bits. But I really like how which effect that you get when doing so. And the back of the book, I have a bit of stains here, but since it's mousse paper, here is nothing visible. This is just some smudge which can be solved with another background if I decide to color this page in time. So that's the first picture. And then the second whip, which will take quite some time, I think, before it's finished. It's in The Little Secrets from My Fairy House coloring book by Klara Markova. And I've started this one with the grape fairy or wood wizard or something. Although I do think my grapes look more than olives or like olives, but I'm very happy with how they turned out. I've used Derwent Lightfast pencils. Now that I've regained my love for coloring, I've treated myself to a set of the 100 Lightfast pencils, and I really like them a lot. So this is the second whip, but it will take quite a while, also because I will be leaving soon for 2 weeks almost, and so I can't color for 2 weeks, but surely, slowly but surely, it will be shown as a finished page in upcoming videos. Then the pages I will be showing are in no particular order, so it is stacked softcover books and then hardcover books, but I didn't put them chronologically. So the next one that I will be showing is this one. Not super fond about it. I wanted to play with granulating paints, but this paper in this book isn't quite as good for them, and so I went on top with some white ink or white gesso. I can't remember exactly. I do like how my girl turned out, but I always, if the face is quite small, I always have a bit of trouble with April books. So she has a weird smile, and yeah, but I do like how she turned out. I like the colors for her. It's not a dress for me. She's wearing a nightgown, okay, with her neat shoes, but anyway, she's wearing a nightgown in my eyes. So and I thought it would be lovely to make her a dark-skinned beautiful girl. So that was this one. Then we have a very small project in a white stack coloring book. They are always super fun, easy projects. You can do some nice things with the background. I've used distress inks, I've used shimmer paint with a special brush. I've used some metallic paint for the moon or the planet from where she's from. And it was really nice to make her look like an alien girl. It's very simple, but it's nice. I like those tiny projects. So that was this one. And then we take a look in Cute and Creepy coloring book by Camilla Derrico. This was a whip since March, I think. At least the background was done then. And I finished, also the girl was finished, but I still had to do her hat and the bees. So that was done in October. And this is the end result. I decided to don't color in the bees, but use stickles on them and some jelly roll for their wings. So yeah, it's not my favorite work in her books. The background is quite cold. I don't know if I like it that much, but yeah, anyway, it's a finished page. And I do think the picture as a whole suits well. Everything is fitting for each other, but yeah, maybe I had done a different background now, but so that was this one. Next is a Disney picture I did in Petite Poupée, small dolls. As you can see, the Disney character is portraited as a little girl, and so I did a little Cinderella. I'm going to lift the book a bit up so that you can see the details a bit better. So here and there is gel pen used, some stickles here and there on the threads, and some glossy on her lips and her eye. And it was a nice fun project to work on. The background is gelatos combined with distress inks with a brush which I dipped and made some stripes with. The background is black gesso, I think, with some metallic pink paint. It's not super special, and I have a bit of smudge here and there, but it's a finished page. And the next picture, this is a body color with my lovely friend Amanda, and I've seen a video by her, and she was telling that she wanted to color in this book, but she was a bit hesitant, and I am too, because the line art is quite dark. And so I've sent her a message. We message quite a lot, actually, also not coloring related, but I said, hey, I've watched your video, you talked about the mouse guard coloring book. Maybe it's an idea that we can do a body color, and she agreed, and so we've chosen this page. This is an oldie. In the past, when something wasn't my cup of tea, I just grabbed a pencil or some paint to wipe it out. So, but the left one is the one we decided to color. And strangely enough, we both had the idea for luminous mushrooms. And Amanda also has some reds and blues for the scarves of the mice. So that was really funny because we only shared our finished page in the end. I'm going to lift it up a bit so that you can see the fur. The fur is done with different pencils. Can't remember exactly which one I've used on which mouse. But yeah, and the glowing effect is done with gelato pencils. And the shimmery stuff, it's not really super visible. It's jelly roll clear. No, not clear glitter silver. So it's very nice that we've tackled a page in this book. So thank you again, Amanda, for your positive reaction to my proposal. The next page, and I'm going to show it, is from Tales from the Forest Kingdom by Hannah Carlson. And it's this one. It's also a background with watercolor paint and salt. And then for the bottle itself, it's not wow. I had the most fun doing the border. And for the bottle, I've just used some stickles and some glossy accents. But playing with the background and creating the salty look and splashing some paint around and just doing some white dots here and there was the most fun for me. So that was this one. En the next one is also in a Hannah Carlson book. It's the Verhalen uit de stad tussen de sterren. It's the book, the Tales from the Sky, I think it's called in English. This book had some issues during delivery, so can't do anything about that. And I've colored in this one. This was also a whip from April or March. I started coloring in the lady, but I wasn't happy with her hair. I've made it duo tone, and it was not nice. So I made it just black now. And the wings were done already with Mod Podge. I hope it's a bit visible when I move the page. Yes. Mod Podge is also used here on the black border, and the thing I don't like about Mod Podge, it shimmers and shines, but it leaves stains. It's glue, of course, but the stainy stuff is less of my liking. But this is also a Mod Podge. But I do like how it turned out eventually. I'm glad that it is no longer a whip. And then we have one in Midnight Masquerade. I was in my salt era. This is also a page on which I've used watercolor paint and salt. It's visible here, all the little stains. And it gives really an interesting, some interesting things to look at, I think. This page is also quite simple because I decided to color in the lanterns with glitter gel pen, but it's not really glittery. The glass areas is just covered up with glossy accents. They all have glossy. So the only real coloring are my ribbons and the little fairy. It's an okay page. I'm not super fond of it, but it was mostly for playing around with that background. This was the second one that I did with this technique. The bottle with the pink colors was the first one I did, and my whip with the bird in Maria Trollo's book is the last one with the salty background. And then this page that I've done is from Verhalen uit het Heksenhuisje, The Witch Cottage by Hannah Carlson. And I did this page. I didn't do it now. I did it in February of this year. And although it has moss paper, I had a terrible bleed through on the other side. And I decided to color it in to cover it up because it had some blue stains. And maybe it's still a bit visible. Here on this area, you see some blue stains. It's also visible on these crystals. Here they are more poppy, and here they're more, bluish. But it's visible here around the bird. But I really like how this one turned out. I've used Derwent pencils. I've used Derwent Colorsoft for the branch here. I've used the Lightfast pencils. Was my first Lightfast page after buying them, and I really like them a lot. The bottom is fairly simple. A lot of stickles, a bit of white gel pen. But I liked working on his legs. On the bell, I can't remember what I've used for the background though. I think just regular Chinese watercolors, not from a special brand, but they had some nice autumn colors in the palette, and I've also used some metallic green here and there for an extra effect. But I do like how it turned out, and I've for the most part solved my bleed through, I think. So yes, that was this one. Then we are going to Maria Trollo again after showing my whip. Oops, this page is done in March, I think, so this one didn't is it? No, it's April. This one didn't go into a video earlier, so now was the time to show it. I've used for the background granulating watercolors, also for the bottom part with a special brush, and I've made some golden flowery things. I really like how my frog turned out. I like how the orchid, I think it is, turned out. It was a nice page, but yeah, I didn't do any video after coloring this one, so I'm happy that I can show it now. And then we're almost at the end of the video. We have Valon Thea by Maria Trollo. And this was a whip since I got this from the publisher, and I've finished it in October. And I like how it turned out. It took me step by step coloring, I must admit. But especially the leaves on the tree, is a combination of metallic paints and granulating watercolors, and I really like my white lines. It's a Japanese, it's not ink, but it's, yeah, kind of not a gouache, but yeah, it's all dried up, but if I put water onto it, it becomes liquid again, thank goodness, because it's still a full container. It's also by Kuretake, white Kuretake paint, but not a shimmer variant. So I like how it turned out. I wish I had done my little houses a bit different in color, but I think it's suiting with the rest of the page in the color, so it's not that bad. And then the last page that I'm going to show is in Manval, also by Maria Troll. And I've done this page, and it was really a nice one to work on. I've used glossy accents on my snail because a snail looks glossy. On his shell is Mod Podge, and yeah, I really like how everything turned out. For the branches here, I've just used some glitter gel pen. I thought it had a lovely effect. So yeah, it was a nice page to work on. And this concludes my video of my finished pages for October 2024. I hope I can make a video at the end of November. I'm not sure yet because, as I was saying, I will be gone for 2 weeks soon, and I won't be able to color. So we will see how much I can do in the the upcoming weeks that are in front of us. So I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've liked this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask them down below, and I will see you soon on a new video. Thank you for watching. Bye.